Combustion.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Been running the game with my team making plays. Talking 80, my G's, 100 jewels in this place. Surrounded by dogs, keep the quarterback safe. I'm the one with the plans, they gon' do what I say. The game is not over, we don't celebrate. In the end zone, we don't got no time in the wait. H-Town run down, we don't premeditate. We just go and get to it, we got them on skates. If the game go into overtime, kicking the overdrive, we gon' be first to the finish line. Play looking full, but I finish mine. Can I get second? We gon' line up like it's dinner time. We put in work till we get us a ring. Super Bowl season, we running the scene. H-Town the home of the realest that breathe. Keep your face down when you talk to the king.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the H-Town Rundown. This is your boy AD, and I got my co-hosts in the building. We got Clayton, and we got Jules in the building. How y'all fellas doing on this wonderful, wonderful Friday night?
We ready, man. We ready. Ready for the weekend.
Blessed, man. Excited. Ready for Sunday.
Hey, man. We about to make history on Sunday. The Houston Texans have a game in the divisional round against the New England Patriots, who have, in their fair, their fair share of knocking the Texans out of the playoffs back in the 2010s. So shout out to the New England Patriots, but your time is up. My time is now.
They time ain't begun yet. They still young. They still young.
Yeah.
But definitely, what are y'all initial thoughts on us playing New England? And how do y'all feel about the game right now?
Go ahead, Clayton.
Oh, you would do that. You bum. Man, listen, man. I've been taking it on the chin all week from New Englanders, man.
And that's why I told you go first. That was right there.
Listen, I've been community noted. I've been stalked. I've been hoodwinked, led astray, run amok, all those things. Listen. It's all in good fun though. But no, man. There's a lot of overconfidence from the New England side of things. Whereas the Texans, man, we don't try to bother nobody. We just know what we know. We know that the Texans have been playing back against the wall, high pressure football since week 3. We know the story. Started off 0-3, then 2-4, then 3-5. Quarterback got concussed, missed 3 games. Your backup comes in. Basically, your equivalent of Nick Foles goes 4-0 total. We should not be here, but we are. Best defensive performance in the NFL by a wide margin. And last time I checked, best offensive performance in the first week of the playoffs. So in the AFC. So, but anyway, long story short, man, listen, on the road again, in the cold, in the snow, number 1 defense. CJ, what you gonna do about it? That's all this boils down to is CJ Stroud, I guess, versus the entire state of Massachusetts is what I understand it to be.
And the NFL and half of Texas fans.
Basically. So that's what I gathered from this week, gentlemen. I don't know about y'all, but that's been my experience all week. That's why I said I'm happy for Sunday because I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of typing. I know I do this, but nah, I'm ready just to line it up and get this thing done. So what y'all think though?
Jules, what you got?
I mean, I'm just ready to stop all the talking, stop all the CJ hate, stop all the praise on this Texan defense, even though that's warranted. It's time to make history for this franchise. It's time to finally go against a team in the division rounds that you match up very well in, and you are 75% better than they are. If you line them up, we should win this game, and that's the first time in this situation since the Texans have been in the playoffs and existence that we have a better chance to win the game because our roster is better, our coach is better, and our players are better. So I'm looking forward to the game and them actually doing what they're supposed to do. And we'll get on to the CJ situation and the hate that he's getting and the disrespect that he's getting and the fact like this man had one bad playoff game and that's the only playoff game he ever played in 3 years he's been here. But other than that, man, it is and I'm tired of the Drabble conversations. Everybody keep talking like this man is a hellified coach. Is Bill Belichick revisited? The man is 500 in the playoffs. He has this. It's not the first time he's brought a team to a second or first round of seeding he had two seasons where either the first or second, and they bombed in the first or second round of games. So let's take the bloom off these young Patriot fans and it's this team and Drake May who ain't really faced nobody. The team and not giving them not disrespect my Texas teams. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm ready to put it on the field and let's see what they got.
Look, Yvonne is in the comments. She said, you Jules, you giving CJ grace. I mean, CJ deserves nothing, but he does get some grace in the fact that, you know, he is a young quarterback. So it's just the point of, we gotta give him the opportunity to show out. Again, in certain when the game of his life appeared and the opportunity was there, he played his best football game of his life against the Georgia Bulldogs when he was with Ohio State. And if Marvin Harrison doesn't get hurt, they probably win that game and go on to win the national championship.
And don't forget the kicker missed the field goal. Don't
Right.
forget that one too.
That part is
And I'm not giving CJ grace. I'm going about what the man has done in the playoffs. He's had but 5 playoff games. He's 3-2. He averages 245 yards a
mm-hmm,
game, win or loss.
mm-hmm,
So you can say he's not playing well. You can say he had the jitters. You can hear all the conversations because I know we listened to the radio all week. We heard was for his first 3 days how bad CJ was and he did this. All the mistakes, the most mistakes he made are real fixable mistakes. And if you watch the film, you watch the game, and you listen for your own eyes, you can see all those most mistakes are fixable.
mm-hmm.
Like I said, he's averaging 245 yards in every playoff game he's been in.
Yeah, look, again, we will see. And CJ Stroud had the discourse, is always polarizing because he is the franchise quarterback, and the franchise quarterback gets the most scrutiny and gets the most praise. When things are going right, let me say that again. When things are going right, he gets the most praise. And when things are going wrong, he gets the most scrutiny. So, we got it. He has to take the good with the bad, but I need him not to be in his feelings. I made this analogy about CJ Stroud being a child playing Madden football
Hmm.
on the game. Like he
I
is
forgot you said that.
emotional in
Yeah.
that sense that he has to get out of that. He has to get out of that being upset and getting in his own way. So if CJ Stroud just gets out of his own way, he plays better. This team can do any and everything they want to do. Um,
Can I make an Astros point real quick?
Go ahead.
An Astros analogy. Again, both of y'all probably have heard this, Jules. Maybe you, I don't know, but of any Astros fans that are also here, and I hate to say it, it made me sick to my stomach when I thought about it. CJ Stroud kind of got a little bit of Farmer Valdez in him. And the reason why I say that is
Mm,
because it's not, and you got to remember, there are two conversations about Fromber. It's the ultra toxic side, where it's like, does he even like his teammates? Like, is the organization tired of him? Like, that's not CJ. CJ is one of the most loved players in that locker room. He's a leader. Like, dudes genuinely love being around him. Like, that's not what I mean.
mhm,
It's the sudden, AD, you said it. It's the sudden emotional and mental meltdowns that happen with CJ out of nowhere. Anybody
mhm,
who's followed Framber Valdez and watched a single one of his starts, or anyone that he fell off a cliff, specifically last season, he can no hit you for like 4 innings, look dominant, look like one of the top 3 best pitchers in baseball. All of a sudden, this man hits 3 batters, walks the bases loaded, gives up 2 grand slams, and then hits his catcher. Right? That's the kind of stuff he would do. And you're flabbergasted because you're like, how do you go from being so great 1 minute ago, 1 inning ago, to all of a sudden you're not just in a rut, you are in a pit of despair and you cannot bring yourself out, at least not for this game.
mhm,
So when I think of CJ, and to Jules's point, it's not like CJ's done this every game of his career. No, but it's the timing of it. It's
Yeah,
the fact that he's shown better.
it
It's the
looks better.
fact, but it's just the fact that when it goes wrong for CJ, it's rarely ever like a little minor mistake. It's like he picks the most destructive things to do, like
Yeah.
throwing a pick at the goal line when literally anything you could have done was to go down, like would have been great. You could have took a sack. You could have took one of your 15-yard sacks, and you would have still been in Kami Fairbairn, field goal range, right? So these are the things that concern me in one game situations where we know the defense is going to show up, just like with Fomberg. He has outfielders behind him. He has basemen to do the work. But it starts with you on the mound, mentally being the guy your teammates can trust from moment to moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's why I said it's the little Fomberg in him to me.
but it's even that it's hypersensitive, hyper. When people are take them this defense is so great, and I'm not taking anything from defense, but we are very hypersensitive that the CJ is going to be the reason why this defense doesn't work. And that same thing happened with the Ravens. The same thing happened with Tampa Bay. The same thing happened in '85 Bears. You focus on the weak link, and right now, and like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. CJ's play last week was the weak point of this offense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of pointing because everyone is so open arms about, oh, he's gonna waste the defense, and you have to get this young man time to play, and he has shown that he can come back. He
Mm-hmm.
has shown that he can make the plays, even after all the conversations we had about Monday night's game. The cat still made the plays to win the game.
So to your point, he was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
There we
He
go.
would, he would have those, brain fart, plays, that turnovers, and then he would go and dot up Christian Kirk, two or three times in that game,
Higgins.
and hit, Higgins and hit these guys all over the field, and you know, it's kind of a catch-22 with it. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, with CJ Stroud. But I look at it again like this: he's the most important player on the offense.
Correct.
And and I agree, Larry, Peyton, he's gonna be just fine. The expectation for CJ and versus anybody else on that offense, the level is the discrepancy is huge. In the fact that CJ Stroud expectations is for him to be perfect. I don't know if many people watched the movie Remember the Titans. Um, they want CJ Stroud to have the Herman Boone mentality, to be perfect in every aspect of the game, and he can't do no wrong. And I don't want to take it here, but I'm gonna take it here because it's the
Uh-oh.
H-time rundown. If CJ Stroud was Drake May, or if CJ Stroud was Justin Herbert, if CJ Stroud was Trevor Lawrence, the grace that he would get would be very, very different. And the conversations that are being had would be very, very different compared to what he is. Because I will say this: there was a lot of discourse with Davis Mills, and it still is a lot of discourse with Davis
Mhm.
Mills.
It was on Monday.
So
Yeah.
On
the
X. Sure was.
the problem is that Davis Mills expectations are low,
Mm-hmm.
but people prop him up to be more than what he is. And so it's a lot of discourse in the fact that, again, I'm gonna just flat out say it: if CJ Stroud was white, we would not be having as much discourse as we would, because Drake May has had a CJ Stroud game frequently
I was
in New
about to say
England,
plenty.
and yet he is an MVP candidate. So, but again, the discourse right now, and I hear you, Eddie Jack, is just the point of, he does. Everybody knows he doesn't have to be perfect, but if he's not, the discourse behind it is going to be crazy. He's terrible. If CJ Stroud is not 29 for 29, 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, what do people do? They're going to point out those. If he's 25 for 32, they're going to point out them 7 incompletions. If one of those incompletions was an interception, oh my God, he threw an interception. He can't do that. He's terrible. So again, CJ Stroud is a good player. I just think that the he's going to be just fine. He's not going to play as terrible as he played against the Steelers. And I think the discourse has to calm down because at the end of the day, y'all same people that's been riding CJ like hell and giving him a whole bunch of shit. I need y'all to stay on that same side when he makes a game-winning touchdown for us in the Super Bowl in California.
Man, look, bro. Here's my thing
Stay
about
over there.
bro. AD is crazy. It's like you read my mind. So
Hold on. One
oh, yeah,
thing
go ahead.
I want to add is that there's a difference between being critical and having a conversation about his play on the field,
Mhm.
and then there's the people that add all the extra stuff to it.
Right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like the crying and he's soft and he's this, he's that. Everything outside of football that doesn't apply to what is actually going on the field. Like if you want to have a conversation about his play on the field, that's it. And again,
Right.
we talked about the emotional side that plays a factor into it too. But let's not have that discourse that is the sole reason that makes CJ Stroud. So go ahead.
Well, no, man. I was gonna say this. It's like you read my mind. I said it literally earlier. Now I didn't go to the black and white of it earlier today to myself, but I did think literally word for word what you just said was Justin Herbert is glazed right now, as the kids say. The glaze
Ain't
is
done
ripping.
nothing.
Trevor Lawrence, he's sitting at home right now.
Ain't
I
done
still
nothing.
got Jaguars fans hopping in conversations from whatever they came from off of their couch. The glaze is immaculate, right? For guys who've accomplished far less, right? I didn't even go to the racial part, but like you said, if you swapped the records and kept everything else the same, make Justin Herbert undefeated in the wild card, give him like a 150 to 36 margin of victory, like the Texans kind of do, right? Give him the accolades, give him the winning percentages. This man would be considered a top 3 quarterback right now. They would say give him a lifetime contract in Los Angeles, right? That's even before the racial side of it, anything like that. I literally thought of that because, and to bridge to my next point, brother, I think it's a lot of manufactured outrage. Like a lot of these talking points come from the national talking head, the pundits, right? The first things first and the undisputed. And there's no disrespect. Like they study, they're journalists, they go to school, like they do the research, but you just start hearing the same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then what happens is these things trickle down to the social media space where just a bunch of bot people going around just saying the same things, not critically thinking, right? Like not thinking for themselves. And then there's a CJ Stroud who's done nothing but no playoff football since he's been drafted out of Ohio State. Like it's a lot of manufactured narratives. They got to sell their stories. They got to sell their episodes, or else they don't have a show. They do it. What you can say is, that you've made an impact when they do try to tear you down, because that's what they do to everybody who they build them up to tear them right back down again. They did it to Jordan. They still do it to LeBron. They did it to Curry. They did it to Kawhi. They did it to Kobe. They did it to all the all-time greats who had to break through that glass ceiling. They did it to them. If CJ Stroud was sorry, they wouldn't talk about him. They don't talk about Will Levis. No disrespect. They don't talk about they talk about Jameis Winston, but that's Jameis Winston. But they love to talk about how, well, I just don't trust CJ Stroud at all. And you just sit back and say, really? Paid professional analyst, you don't trust him at all? A guy who's 32-19 over his first 3 years, undefeated in the wild card, setting rookie records left and right, still shattering records, the best quarterback in postseason history and for the Texans, and you don't trust him the smallest bit. The same guy that you said had the greatest rookie season of all time, that guy, the former MVP candidate, that guy.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say like the goalpost moving is an immaculate exercise because they do it so flawlessly, right? And it's just a lot of that double standards until you win. That's the problem. When you win, you shut all that up. Even then, you're still gonna have people who chirp, but you got to win, and that's what CJ Stroud is. He's at the I got to win stage, which is good.
And then look, and that's at the end of the day, that's the part. me personally, I don't care how we get there.
Right.
I just want to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, the comment that Eddie Jack just put in there talking about if the defense didn't care, what would CJ be sitting right now? More than likely on the couch with Trevor. I don't care. I'm not asking CJ Stroud to carry us. At the end of the day, I don't care. I just want to win. Like I don't understand why that's beyond like the comprehension of the main goal. The main goal is to win.
It's to win.
How you win, it doesn't matter.
So don't.
If CJ Stroud plays what, like you said, Juice, 245 yards, plays mediocre football, but we win a Super Bowl.
Don't
Does
care.
it matter that he didn't carry us to the Super Bowl?
Mm-mm.
We won the Super Bowl. That's it. And Yvonne, you said the perfect point, and I've been preaching this for the last few weeks when it comes to the keys of the game.
On the ball.
Don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, man.
Don't turn the ball over. And that's it. If you don't turn the ball over, you win. Defense carried Peyton to his Super Bowl.
Sure did.
Right. And
2015. Sure
and like
did.
and we're not glazing over his mistakes. We're not saying CJ
He has to be better. He has to be better.
We all know he has to be better. As AD said, I'm the biggest CJ fan, and as everybody know, I wanted CJ when everybody wanted Bryce.
Mhm.
So I'm not giving him excuses. I'm not saying he didn't play well. I'm not saying that he's perfect. What I'm saying is, don't go down the rabbit trail only on a negative take when you talk about a player. These players can come back and have better performance. These players have a history of being good, are good enough to win ball games. Davis Mills won 3 games. CJ and the way he plays with this offense won the other 7.
And
And
look,
we've beaten better teams than New England. But we get wrapped up in these negative stories that's fed off by clicks, likes, and prescriptions that they want to keep feeding us. You're not thinking for yourselves, oh, we gotta beat this drum. We all know no one's voice is more important than anybody else's, and we know everybody got the same voice. Everybody want to be on and say, yeah, CJ's bad. I get it. He had a bad game. But we're in a place where we're going to a division round where we are favored. The first time ever favored while we beating this drum to death.
look, I know that it's hard to satisfy people, but it be your own people, dog.
Yeah.
It be your own people, dog. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, go crazy on it. I know we need to move on off this topic, but it's a polarizing topic,
It is.
and it's something that has to be discussed. But at the end of the day, if you take away the 2 fumbles and you have that same stat line that he had against the Steelers, I expect another blowout. I expect another 30-6 game against the New England Patriots.
I mean,
Like
we still won 17-6. Even if you take away the 2 defensive touchdowns, we won 17-6.
17-6. Yeah. And that right there is still a dominant performance on the road in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just the point of, yes, the defense have carried a lot of teams, to the Super Bowl. And they have won teams to, won Super Bowls because of it. So again, I just want to win a Super Bowl. I just want to win. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care nothing y'all got to say. CJ could go 0 for 25. And if he run the game winning touchdown in, I'm excited. Because we going to somewhere we ain't never been before. I don't think people realize that we're being overcritical and we're not realizing where we are.
Mm-hmm.
We are at a point where we're about to make history with the Houston Texans. History. We've never been to an AFC championship game.
Mm-mm.
We're on the doorstep of that right now. And let's be honest, you win this game, you're more than likely going to go into the Super Bowl.
Right.
And you go to the Super Bowl, a place that nobody thought that we could go 3 years ago to make history as being the greatest turnaround
in
ever,
NFL history ever.
ever. That you were a team that nobody wanted to, we were disgust. People would look at us with disgust. And now you're on the doorstep of getting to an AFC championship game and a Super Bowl. Take what you have in front of you and cherish it. Because at the end of the day, I guarantee you we wouldn't be here if CJ didn't play.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
CJ wasn't our quarterback, and I know it's some that will say, man, we could have done this with any quarterback with our defense. No, the hell you couldn't. The same Davis Mills that brought you back against the Jaguars is the same one that barely got out of Tennessee. The same Davis Mills was the same leading quarterback that had the same Nico Collins, same offensive line struggles, all of that. And I understand we've progressed as the season gone on, but don't take this for granted. We say it all the time. If CJ Stroud would have played the Broncos game, we would have won. Because we were leading when he got out.
Right.
When he got knocked out, we were leading the game.
If nothing else, he was feasting on that secondary. Boy, Dalton Schultz is about to have a career game.
So again, we're on the precipice of a AFC championship game, and CJ Stroud is going to be our quarterback that leads us to this game, to that championship. So to the Super Bowl. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's it. And you can, again, we can be critical when we talk about his football play. That's fine.
Sure.
All that extra, come on. And look what you got here.
Oh yeah.
And
Keep
so I'm gonna pause it right here because that's enough of the negativity. Now we about to talk about trash. But I do want to mention everybody that's watching, we at the H-Town Rundown have 2 tickets that we're going to give away to the NRG or Houston Texans watch party at NRG. So what I need from you guys to do is I need you to hit the like on the YouTube or Twitter. I need you to screenshot it, and I need you to go ahead and send it to me or Clayton on Twitter in our DMs.
And share it too.
And share it. Share it.
And don't ask us to click a link on a podcast. Don't do that.
No. So
Don't do
again, I just need y'all to go ahead, and I'm about to drop it down here so y'all don't, be confused. Y'all go ahead and y'all will hit this link right here. Not link, but y'all see it right here. The H-Town Rundown. You got Clayton's handle, the H-Town Rundown handle, my handle. Y'all go ahead and y'all do what y'all need to do, and we will give away these 2 tickets. Subscribe, of course, Yvonne. Subscribe to the podcast. You got to be a subscriber to the H-Town Rundown. We're trying to get to 1,000 people. Look, we've been here long enough. Get us over the hump. Let's get to 1,000. And so again, man, we're giving away 2 tickets. All we ask is for you to be a subscriber to the podcast, like, share, follow us on all platforms, and send it to us in the DM, and we're gonna select the winner. The H-Town Rundown is one of the few podcasts that frequently give away tickets to games, that frequently give away tickets to, especially the Texas side. We give tickets away to games, we give tickets away to training camps. We're giving tickets away to watch parties. We want you all. And the Rocket side, we've also given away merchandise. Lord, I'm stumbling over my words. We've given away merchandise, and we've given away tickets to Rockets games. So all of these things we're about giving, and of course, we just on the back end of the time of the season of giving. So again, we want y'all all to be swarming with us at NRG. So we're giving away 2 extra tickets to that watch party, so y'all can be in NRG and celebrate like Jules and Clayton were last time. So
yes, we were, man. It was a damn good time.
Man, look here. Except for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans that snuck in there.
But there was a bunch of those. They would cry most of the game.
Oh,
then they started crying at the 4th quarter.
Oh boy, what?
Look, again, man, y'all go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that y'all follow the H-Town Rundown on all platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, even the Discord. Y'all make sure y'all follow or sign up for the H-Town Rundown Discord. We're on Patreon as well. Y'all go ahead and follow us on Patreon and sign up to our Patreon. So all of these things, y'all make sure y'all follow us on all the platforms and do the thing, do the damn thing. Especially on the YouTube page. Y'all go ahead and do your thing. So with that being said, we can move on to the next topic. Yeah, we can right here we can talk about the New
The
England
game,
Patriots, the
the game
game
itself.
itself, the game itself, and most of y'all know the New England Patriots fans. I didn't even know they had that many fans. They came out of the woodwork and they've been talking cash, money, crap all season long because they 14-3. But as my co-host Clayton has identified for a lot of teams that have been at the top, they that big F word, man. They that big F word, man. They the big frauds of the
Somebody
league.
say don't do it. Oh no, don't.
And so New England,
No.
I'll give my little stat and I'll let y'all go ahead and we can talk about it. But New England Patriots are frauds. They've won 14 games and only two of them have been against winning teams. No, am I right? Am I saying it right? No,
Shoot.
no. They've only played two teams with winning records. They've only won one game against a team with a winning record
In the
in the
regular season.
regular season.
Yeah, in the regular.
So let us not forget how fraudulent this team has been as they've beaten up on the Jets, they beaten up on the Titans, they beaten up on the Browns, they beaten up on the Dolphins, they beaten up on these bottom feeders of the NFL, the teams that are picking top five in the league, the Raiders, which they lost to.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, who have the number one overall pick, and they lost to them. They only won two games on the year, and one of them was against the New England Patriots. The Giants. The list goes on and on of these teams that are picking top five, looking for quarterbacks, looking for coaches. Come on. They have been fraudulent. They have played, I think, what, three playoff teams this year? They split with the Bills
And then
and
they
they lost to
lost to the Steelers.
the Steelers and they beat the Panthers. Whoop de doo. Whoop de doo. Look, I'm of the mindset that this is not this again. I said the game wasn't gonna be close against the Steelers, and guess what? It wasn't. I'm saying it right now. This game against the Patriots, it ain't gonna be close.
Oh my goodness. AD Barkley. Oh,
Look, guarantee,
oh my goodness.
guarantee the Texans is gonna win by double digits again to secure the AFC Championship game. But I'm gonna let y'all go at it. I just want to point out the New England Patriots are very, very fraudulent, and they about to get exposed by the best defense in the NFL.
Like I'm not arguing with Patriots fans who only know success. They this a whole generation of people on Twitter and social media because they know Tom Brady. There's been 40 years of bad play from the Patriots. So I'm not gonna go back and forth with these new age Patriots who only know Tom Brady. So I'm not giving these cats any smoke or any time my time because we know for 60 years, 40 years, y'all were bad. Y'all were one of the worst teams of all time. So let's not glaze over your entire history when you just want to bring up your history of what you are now.
Look, go ahead, Clayton. I know you. Do you want to solo it out? I'll let
Look,
you ISO it.
nah, bro, don't do it. Don't get me in trouble. No, man. Listen, bro. Jules asked me before the stream, did I go scorched earth on the Patriots? I think y'all just did it for me. Look, the horse has been beaten, battered, resurrected, killed again, beaten again. I saw somebody in the comments say this. Their schedule is one of the weakest we've seen in probably what, the last 10, 20, 30 years. Like
30 years.
it's you the most staunchest Patriots fan has to understand that these things matter in conversations. It's easy to dunk on your little brother. It's easy to win a swimming contest against middle schoolers, especially if you're Michael Phelps. But when you got to jump into deeper waters and face other Olympians or better Olympians, right? This is objectively the best defense that they will have seen all year. And if they get past us, if that you will see, the only comparable defense I'd give credit to the Seahawks,
Yes.
right? I'll say the Seahawks defense, then maybe the Broncos or whatnot. But this is the best unit you're going to see against the CJ Stroud that I don't think has still had his offensive coming out party the way that, the things have gone. I don't think so. So you're talking about a Patriots team who's clinging or who's looking rather for any shred of validation they can get. I told AD this, like, I think this is where we messed up because we have overvalued who the Chargers are as a franchise right now. I think a bunch of this who brouhaha is because they finally struck some type of gold and said, hey, look at that. We're not as fraudulent as y'all say because we beat a playoff team. Y'all beat half of Justin Herbert with one hand. You beat a third of an offensive line. The only thing that you can say is that you faced your first top 10 scoring defense all year. And even then, your scoring output was cut in half. You scored 16 points. And you were 0-2 in the regular season when you scored under 20 points. You just faced the Chargers who couldn't punish you for scoring under 20 points.
Hell, we scored 14 in the first 5 minutes against them.
So with that being said, you're moving up in weight class. That's what you're doing. See, this is why, look, to fans of Floyd Mayweather, maybe you'll appreciate this or hate it. I don't know. This is why I can't call Floyd Mayweather the GOAT. You know why? Because, yeah, you got shown to defeat a record, but against who? When you're manufacturing and handpicking who you're facing, that's not the same as Muhammad Ali. Probably has a couple losses here and there, but he's facing the best of the best. He's, rumble in the jungle, rope-a-doping against George Foreman. Like, we saw that. GOAT versus GOAT. The Patriots are manufactured. They're store-bought. They're the media machine team this year. And it's cool. And us saying that is not us hating on Drake May. We're not hating on the Patriots necessarily.
I'm hating on them.
Well,
Damn that. I'm hating on him and Dribble.
Bro, listen, it's this idea of the Patriots that I'm against. Like, I respect them, but I don't respect this arrogant belief that, like, y'all just supposed to run through everybody. And it's an unproven Patriots team who last time we played him, we dropped y'all by 20. We dropped 40 on you. It's the same Drake May. He grew a little bit. The same Boutte, same guy who said I'm a physical corner too. We dropped 40. But you got Patriots fans posting that one clip of him burning Stingley on a deep route. That's the Chris Paul meme. He made a three-pointer and still down 40 type stuff. Like, so for me, I said it the moment we got on. I'm done talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm just ready for them to line it up and get it over with, win or loss. But you're going to move up in weight class, and you're going to take some of this because
Like
you ain't seen none of this all year.
For me, it's like us versus the Ravens in Kansas City a couple years ago. We were the upstarts. We were bragging. We was like we on our way, and we faced a real team who's been in the playoffs the last 3 years. Texan fans, the last 3 years we've been in the playoffs. We battle tested. We played the best of players. We played Lamar's. We played the Josh Allen's. We didn't play against Patrick Mahomes. We didn't play the two-time coach of the year Kevin Stanks's Cleveland Browns. We earned our stripes for all this. All y'all talk about these up and start Patriots talking real mad because you trying to relive 10 years ago when y'all the Patriots of Tom Brady Patriots. You're not the same guys. Let's get that straight, Patriot fans. This is not the same dynasty that y'all had under Tom Brady. Will y'all get there? Hey, y'all might, but let's not put the cart before the horse.
And it bears stating also for the Texans, even in our 5 losses, we lost against nothing but either playoff teams or teams that were in the playoffs until one of the screwiest 3-way ties took away a division lead with the Buccaneers. But technically, we did nothing but lose to playoff teams. And in fact, if you want to cut the season into 2 pieces, you got the 0-3 Texans here, and you got the 12-2 Texans over here. Our only two losses came by one score, and one of them by a field goal to the two number one seeds in each conference. One of
Mm.
them with a backup quarterback with no reps. So when you're wondering why Texans fans are confident and believe what they can do, that's because we've watched all year a team that had to play back against the wall playoff football for 14, now 15 weeks. When the situation said you can't do it, your defense is not that great. Your quarterback is concussed. What you gonna do? Now they're 12-5, going to your house after we just went to sub 40-degree weather in the snow, I think, which also would favor defenses, all the minutia, whatever. But when you wonder why we're confident, it's because we know what we've been through, and y'all are the silver spoon kids. You haven't proven nothing. You ain't faced nobody. And the ones you did face, we dropped them off by 20 last year with a busted up offense. So it's like, and you have to show me. You got to show us, right? And none of our words are going to make these guys play any harder or any less. They're going to settle on the field. But like Jules said, y'all are the Cowboy fans equivalent of those who were trying to dust off rings from the 90s. Ain't won nothing in 30 years. But you're talking about how about them Cowboys? It's the same thing. So, like AD said, once Sunday rolls around, I'm gonna be looking. If the Texans win, it's gonna be real quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you want to get into the meat and potatoes of it, of it all, let's be honest. How can New England attack our defense? You know, how can they be successful and score 30 points like they did all season long?
I would say
You
if the
know,
Patriots were to be successful on offense, it would have to be, of course, they got to play excellent. But it would have to be Drake May led. He'd have to use his legs unapologetically.
Mhm.
Because the Texans have struggled against running quarterbacks. He would have to be okay with risking a few turnover balls, attacking cover two or attacking the zone. But again, that's assuming that Daniil and Will aren't able to get home. Um, yeah, he just gonna, you know what? It's gonna have to be a combination of Week 12 versus the Bills and a little bit of Raleigh Leonard in Week 18, where as much as we want to defend it, at least in the first half or at least the first quarter, you can argue that Riley Leonard was cooking a little bit, right? Not saying we can't learn from it, but if you had to try to take something for Drake May, you look at those two situations and say, okay, you're gonna have to play with a swagger and a confidence that says, I don't care if you pick me off, I'm gonna throw the ball at you, I'm unafraid. That's running it, that's passing it, that's being smart about handing the ball off, trusting your teammates and trying to get some yak. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I don't our defense is gettable, but you got to get them. And look, to go, all right, here's an example. When we faced the Colts, I want to say what was that week, what 13, I think,
Mhm.
in Lucas Oil, um, and Daniel Jones on one leg, he was dropping dimes, right? But these are plays against the Texans defense that if you ran that scenario back 10 times, he would not convert that 8 times out of 10. Like these are immaculate things that have to happen.
Mhm.
So if you're a Drake May, running the ball yourself, attacking deep, taking shots, but then the ball kind of got to bounce your way a little bit. You're going to need some of those kind of screwy things to happen, a tip ball here or something like that to get this defense. Like a James Cook long touchdown run that happened because I think Miles Bryant or somebody missed a tackle.
Mhm.
So it's going to have to be some stuff like that, like a busted coverage, a broken tackle, and him taking advantage, I think, for them to really comfortably win if they're to do that.
Yeah, Jules.
I mean, I don't see him to beat this defense. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The Patriots fans and the talking heads and the media talking about the run game. We have the defense has shut down every major running back this year. The James Cooks, the Amari and Hampton,
Mhm.
Jonathan Taylor twice,
Mhm.
Derrick Henry before he started his role. I think after the Houston played them, that's when Derrick Henry started going on his major role to try to get this team back on into their team back into the playoff situation. So I don't think there's an offense. Their running backs the running game can do anything. So you're gonna put on a show of this young man who's never seen a defense like this. And actually, we have improved in the secondary. Yes, the Riley got to beat us, but we was playing backups on that pretty much the whole game. Running quarterbacks have given us this, but if you break down the games of us having these running quarterbacks run loose, it's one play here. Everybody want to bring up Metcalf last week. It was one play he messed up. But what were the rest of the plays he had? He was being covered. He was being shadowed. He was being played very well. Yes, he had one, but this is the NFL. There's
And
gonna
the one
always
he
be
had, he
opportunities.
dropped. The
Yeah,
one he had, he
there's
dropped.
right. There's gonna be always gonna be plays where the running back the quarterback maybe get 15 yards on a broken play by Toa and the linebackers. But guess what? The defense always recoups. They
Yeah,
always get back. They always the Hunter and Will Anderson and Toa and what they always seem to make a big play in the coverage, and they can get a couple first downs. How many first downs did Pittsburgh get last week?
not many.
Not many, and that's after the big plays that they were saying they were getting, or they had a chance to win. They didn't have a chance to win. Ken
Yeah, I
Drake
mean,
may make a couple plays. He's not a better runner than Bo Nix.
yeah.
He's not.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
he's not a better runner than Josh Allen.
Hmm.
So we played these cats.
And Justin Herbert.
And Justin Herbert, he had one bad play against us. But guess what happened? We dominated the rest of the game. You're gonna get plays here because this is the NFL. These are high profile, the top 1% of athletes who play the game. They're gonna make plays again. But guess what? Your defense too strong, too tough, and too ready to lose this game.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that, boy. That is what I will say is, boy, this secondary is so disgusting. They're sitting there having conversations in the bro. Listen, y'all saw the video. They were getting on the field talking about, okay, if you get a pick, what you gonna do? If you
Right.
get a pick, what you gonna do? I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go down. Like when you have a defense that's confident that it's morphed into its own type of like thing on the field. Like, listen, when you have a defense that's basically a pseudo offense and they believe that they should dominate you play in and play out, the question does not become will you make plays. The question becomes, matter of fact, oh man, see, I don't know if y'all wrestling fans, I don't know,
Go
but
ahead.
there was an old school wrestler by the name of Taz. I don't know if you remember him,
Hmm.
and he had this expression, he had this saying, right? Oh my gosh, it was like, win if you can, survive if I let you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's kind of like that, where it's like when you're talking this Texans defense, they wear you out.
Wear him
They
out.
they grind you down. And
Wear
it's
him
like
out.
when you think they're done, they're just getting started.
Wear him out.
Like bro, the Steelers game is, and you know what it is, bro? I believe this Texans defense has another gear. And what I mean by that is like, think about it. They play it full tilt, but with an understanding in the back of your mind, like, okay, we regular season, we got to make it to the playoffs.
Hmm.
This defense understands there is no tomorrow for somebody on this field. So this is like the purest form of this defense that you're going to see, where any reservations, any withholdings, any savings accounts, anything that they were not dispersing onto their opponents in weeks 1 through 18, that is gone now. It is empty the tank and go full tilt. I don't know if we've really seen that version of the defense yet. We saw some of it against the Steelers, but it's like, I just don't know what else this defense can do when you tell them to go hunt because there may not be a next week.
Hmm.
That's where they're at right now. And they're sitting there having conversations on the side about who's going to pick you off next. Like they're just having fun with it now.
Yeah. Look, I'm at the end of the day, I think Eddie Jack was saying if we maintain our gaps on defense, stop the run game, turn them into a one-dimensional team by trying to pass and score 20 or better, we win. Um, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we've done. We've
Mm-hmm.
made teams one-dimensional all season long. When you put the pressure on teams and your offense, and again, all this defense needs is a lead. or even just 2 scores. Give me 10. And then that automatically puts the pressure on teams to have to pass the ball.
Right.
Because you're not gonna run up and down on this Texan team.
No,
No.
You're not
no.
gonna do that. This defense is too fast. It's too, I was gonna say too furious. Um,
Too
but
fast. Too
That's right.
furious.
but
That's right.
this
Family.
defense Luda. But this defense is too, all over the places. They're everywhere you look at it, and that's the one thing the Steelers were gonna hold their hat on is that they were gonna try to run the ball.
Yeah.
Because they were able to do that with Gainwell and I keep forgetting 30's name. What's
Uh, he's
Not Ramondre, huh?
no, I'm talking about for
nah,
the Steelers. 30
Still, oh, I'm sorry. 30.
Warren. Warren.
Warren, yeah, Jalen Warren. So that was their calling card, and their hope was that they were able to run the ball effectively enough that the short passing game was going to open up for them. That didn't happen. Um, Again, Drake May running for 50 yards is not killing this defense.
Correct.
So
You don't get him hurt. I'm
again,
not gonna lie.
and I need Patriots fans to understand that because they were hyping all that up about him saying, oh, he had 50 yards rushing against the Chargers. That's fine. If he has 50 yards rushing and Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson don't have but 30 yards rushing combined, that's a recipe for
That's good.
success. That means that you have to sit back and drop Dre May back freaking, was it 40, 50, 40 times to pass. And he's the what is it, top 4 sack quarterback in the league?
Bro, he averages like 3 to 4 sacks a game. Like it seemed like this man, boy.
And I understand he's taking the hits. Nobody's going to hit you like the Houston Texans are going to hit you. When they hit you, they hurt you. I think it was a clip they played today on Twitter when they were showing Josh Allen trying to run, and we almost took Josh Allen out of the game 3 different times. Okay.
Oh, bro, I remember that, man.
Let us not forget that Justin Herbert almost came out of the game against the Texans.
Boy, the ref saved, boy.
The ref saved. First of all, Josh Allen
saved him.
We sacked. Okay, we want to go to these running quarterbacks because we named the ones we played. We sacked Josh Allen 8 times, right? We sacked Justin Herbert 4 or 5 times, right? It should have been 8 or 9.
Should have been 9 or 10.
Should have been 8 or 9. They got, I think 4 of them got called back. Who's the other running quarterback we played?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. We sacked him, I think 3 or 4 times.
It should have been 5 by Todd.
Exactly. That would have ended the game. We wouldn't even be playing the Patriots right now. we would have been in the Patriots probably would have been coming to us.
Right.
But it's just the point of, we made Trevor Lawrence, who's another running quarterback. We sacked him multiple times.
And with that one, they'll bring up like, oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars scored 29. Special teams gave you 14 of it.
Yeah.
We really held out 15 points.
Right. So, like, we gotta really, really, really take heed to what's going on and what's about to happen.
Right.
So, and again, Frank said it, the Chargers got Drake May 4 times. The Chargers ain't got Will Anderson and they got Daniil Hunter. They ain't got Archery. They ain't got Sheldon Rankins. They ain't got freaking Oos, Tommy T. They don't have the defensive line that we have. And the Patriots' offensive line is food. So, and I know we're talking a lot about the defense because that's the major key of the game.
Right.
That's the major key of the game. We just need CJ Stroud to not turn it over.
Literally.
Oh, yeah. And before we're going to go to the offense, I understand. But Diggs is not going to beat us.
No.
What receiver they have that can threaten us? That's the real question for me. I want to know where's these great receivers that's going to beat this defense. Where's the DK Metcalf they have that's going to beat this defense?
What's going to happen most likely is they are going to try to throw it deep. Emmanuel Ocho called it the whole shot, right? Drake May is going to try to hit the outside of the numbers on you, right? Hit the pockets and the cover 2s or the zones. But it's not going to be some kind of gaudy, 8 catch, 175-yard, 3 touchdown game. It's not going to be that. It's
No.
going to be an attempt at accumulating stats across those three. Diggs probably the possession guy, Kyle Williams and Butte the deep threats or whatever, or the deep intermediate. And they're going to try that. And I can see, and what's going to, I can see Lassiter getting him 1 or 2 this game because they're going to try it. Like they're going to test the secondary. I've never seen so many people saying, hey, let's throw it at Stingley because he's not good in coverage. Like, okay, I hope y'all do believe that. I do. I hope you do. Please throw it 50 times. Please test this secondary with probably 3 to 4 all pros on it right now. Please do that.
So, again, I just think that we're talking about a team that struggled to score 16 points against the Chargers. This defense is light years better than the Chargers defense. I don't see the Patriots. You know, the Texans didn't allow a touchdown against the Steelers. I don't see them allowing a touchdown against the Patriots. So I mean, we'll get down to the prediction talk in a second. But offensively, again, like Yvonne said in the comments, we just gotta control the clock and run the ball.
That's it. And we did a good job last game. Surprisingly.
Last game we ran for, I think they said 160 something yards, if I'm not mistaken. I think Woody ran for 119, Chubb ran for 48, so it's like 160 something yards, 167 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
And somebody said last week he think Woody Marks can go for 150.
Right, I know, but he didn't. So
Hater.
the week before that, in the season against the Colts, I think we ran for like 140 something against the Colts with Jawar Jordan and British Brooks. The week before that, we ran for over 120 yards rushing. So every game in the last 4 or 5 games, we've been progressing more and more, running the football more efficiently and effectively, which then again takes the pressure off of CJ, where he doesn't have to make every pass. Offensive line has been, it was some what is it? The touchdown drive, the Woody Marks. The offensive line, there were plays they were driving guys 5 yards down the field. And the offensive line, I don't know what is clicked now, but they figured something out. And with the big boy Trent Brown, with Ed Ingram, with Titus Howard, with Ariante Ursery, and even with Jake Andrews, they've clicked and found something that works. And this offensive line has been able to control the clock. It has been able to basically give this offense life by controlling the clock. So that is the biggest thing for the offense, man. As long as we don't turn the ball over, I don't care. You know, if we just have 3 drives or four field goals, I'm okay with that, because guess what? We're winning. Winning with 12.
Yeah.
We're winning with 12. And, Larry Payton, they talking about Drake May, and then Larry Payton in the comments said Patriots O-line is not strong. The rookie left tackle and left guard gave up 4 sacks. Drake May scrambles often as a result, which is why he gets those rushing yards, because there's always pressure in his face and he has to break out of the pocket to run. And then he also said, Larry Payton also said that Drake May fumbled twice in the pocket when he was sacked last week. So
I mean, he had a CJ Stroud type game, but we're not gonna hear about that.
Yeah,
I got the screenshot though. It was abysmal. It was terrible.
Hold on, look, the Patriots fans will come back, but he had 50 yards rushing. That's the that's the problem. And then again, he holds on the ball too long, definitely.
And that's fine. That's cool. Listen, I'm just thinking, we both got rookie left tackles. We do, but Ariante has performed well. And look, I don't keep up with Will Campbell. I like Will Campbell.
He's decent. Still got short arms.
But still, you got Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter lined up.
Yeah.
And Danielle Hunter, he's gonna hit you with that spin move, that Euro, hit you with one of them. So it's one of those, man. Like it's gonna be real hype, man. That first 3 and out.
Yeah.
Whenever that first 3 and out. Oh, especially if the Texans can drive down the score, like get you a quick one like you did against the Chargers.
Yeah.
And then you got that 3 and out.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate you, Eddie Jack, for coming in. I'm just being real with you now. I can't watch no Rockets, man. It's all about the Texans right now,
Right.
man.
Hey, man,
You
listen.
got one team that's on the cusp, on the precipice of making an AFC Championship game in the Super Bowl. You got another team that we 4 months out away from the playoffs, and everybody the ship is sinking. And we
Circling
four
the
months
drain,
they
bro.
end up firmly in the playoff race, and we 4 months out from the playoffs, and everybody going crazy. I'm not about to sit up here and put a damper on my day when I'm excited about the Houston Texans and what they about to do to the New England Patriots. So appreciate the
They
example.
not going to not they don't go there. Don't say they in the Carpenters yet. They still sitting in a good spot.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I said they firmly in the playoffs, and but
Okay.
the ship is sinking because they not winning games against teams everybody want them to win games again. Everybody think they should win games, like it ain't the NBA.
Well,
Um,
bro, it is kind of concerning.
but
Y'all done lost against every
we
bad.
ain't going now. We ain't
All right.
doing that because
So
people see what they do is they try to put that poison in the water, and they want to make you drink it. I'm not drinking that rocket poison right now.
all right.
We
So hold
are
on.
we are strictly talking about the Houston Texans
You're right.
and
You're
the
right.
AFC Championship game future and Super Bowl future. That's
You're
it.
right. You're
Well,
right.
Y'all want to sit here? I did my
Let's
little
talk
die
about it.
card. I'm not sitting up here taking that rocket poison.
okay. So let's go to the offense side of the ball.
Yeah,
We know Nico Collins is not going to be
Nico
here.
Collins is out. Unfortunately, and fortunately for the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud, Nico Collins is not active in this game. Neither is Justin Watson. So we may get a Braxton Berrios sighting, which may benefit because we don't have to see Jalen Noel at quick
So
return.
hold on. So let's. I believe that CJ plays better
Even
without Nico
even in the
Collins.
divisional round, he can't.
Nah, man. And guess what? Give me a Braxton Berrios special teams touchdown.
Oh, you did
So here we go. Christian Gonzalez is playing.
about to log off.
Besides Gonzalez on that defense, there's no one that really should scare you as a Texan fans or worry you that they can disrupt whatever dysfunctional offense the people that say the Texans have, or dysfunctional CJ Stroud. Um, I think, like I said, I think CJ will play better without Nico Collins because I think it's kind of force fed. And you hear a lot of Texans fans always say, "Get the ball, Nico. Give the ball to Nico." I know Nico is a very good talent, but Nico is not that guy that people think he is. And now also allow CJ to play more quarterback and scan it and know and find open guys, which he does that very well when Nico is not on the field. So
Mhm.
that being said, there's reports that Christian Kirk is actually going outside on
Mhm.
almost a lot of plays they've been practicing. I don't know if that's just for scouting reasons, but I don't mind Christian Kirk being on the outside on court receiver that gives him more wiggle room to play with him more one on ones. And he showed up last week with 140 yards. And as much as we gave him crap all season, if he shines now, it don't matter what he did in regular season. If he's that number one target for the next 3 or 4 games and they win, that's all that matters. He's the veteran presence that we need on our receiving core, and he's finally 100% healthy
Mm.
that he can take this team
Mm.
and everything that CJ needs as a functional receiver that
Mm.
can get separation because his wheels ain't fell off. He ain't slow.
Mm.
He still can run his routes. He still can get separations, and he can break. And he's smart enough and understand enough how to break off routes to be with her. And that's what the other rookies have not done yet or know how to do yet. And it's off the scheme of how to break off routes when there's a hot route or blitz coming. He knows that if he's a safety blanket and that can get big plays, that's how you win against this team. Besides Christian Gonzalez, there's no other talent I'm worried about on defense. So they ran the ball very well against Pittsburgh. I hope that continues because
Yeah.
we've seen that for the last 3 or 4 games of us running the ball, which has been great. That's ball control, as everybody keeps saying. Trent Brown at the right tackle and put back Howard in the middle, and then nobody really worried about the nose tackle, D tackles for New England, so they can control that line with this new ramp offense. Then CJ have enough time, enough confidence self. They should make strikes, and I think that Dalton Schultz should have a better game because I don't see their linebackers able to hold up and their safety hold up against a Schultz led offense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Larry in the comments made a good point. He said Milton Williams can beat Andrews one on one and possibly Ingram in the pass rush. Again, he said Carlton Davis gambles on double moves. Um,
Oh, we've seen him
I mean,
before.
we've seen him multiple times. We already know.
CJ has made him his whipping boy a couple times.
Yeah, look, and I just need us again to realize that this game is here for the taking. But Juice, to your point, there was somebody that said we gonna need Christian Kirk when the playoffs come around.
Okay.
There was somebody that said that and mentioned that way back when. That was
He might be an Aggie too, so
that,
he might root for these the little brothers.
that,
You know
was,
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
like that was like 4 months ago. Somebody on this podcast said that. When everybody was hating on Christian Kirk and he need to be cut, he don't need to be on the team, and yet he have a game like that to show you the reason why he's here. Um,
So question here is, do you, with the reports that Christian Kirk will probably play more outside, and as do you start Barrios as your slot receiver over no I know you from Noel. I'm just saying since you're a man
oh
down
no, no,
and
no,
everybody
no has
moves
to
up.
play. No has to play receiver, which is why I say you see a Barrios special teams touchdown because you're going to put Barrios in that special teams role. Now, I will say this, and I think it was the San Francisco 49ers game that he played.
Mhm.
He was productive as the slot receiver Braxton Berrios was. So
Hmm.
we may see him in that element. Um, but I'm not concerned because I feel like you have the depth now with Christian Kirk, with Jaden Higgins, with Noel, with Berrios, with Schultz, with Xavier Hutchinson as well. Who is the forgotten man, who had a hell of a game against the Indianapolis Colts as well. So
Breakout season.
it's just he had a hell of a game against the Ravens too. So I just need us to realize that last year and the year before it was Nico Collins and nobody else.
Yeah.
Um, Again, and I think I'm gonna bring this comment back up that was brought up by my boy Alfredo. Shout out Alfredo. Let me find it, and he said, "Where is it? Where is it?" Yeah, he said, "Is it just me? But when Nico Collins isn't on the field, C.J. Stroud uses the other wide receivers more."
Um,
Absolutely,
I just said that.
I know. That's why I brought it back up
Hmm.
because you don't have to. There is no one guy that you have to force the ball to or feel that you have to feel the need that you have to get the ball to. So take advantage of it. That's why you see Christian Kirk go off when Nico Collins is not in the game.
Hmm.
That's why when Nico Collins is having a lackluster game, you see a guy like Christian Kirk go off and you see Higgins get passes and you see Xavier Hutchinson get catches. So you're going to see more players involved in the offense. Again, one of the weaknesses on the Patriots defense is that they can't cover tight ends well.
Don't
Dalton
they
Schultz, you're up.
do they run a 3-4 or a 3-3?
What does Vrabel run?
I thought he was north towards for a 3-4. I
Yeah.
think a 3-4 against this team, I think advantages us
Mm-hmm.
because you're not facing four linemen all the time. You got to pick which linebackers going to blitz here and there and which one pressure. But it's easy to diagnose because you first you see three and then you can also okay who's gonna be coming. You can see it easier coming the way than just having four straight or four. Then you got okay, you take him, you take him, you take him.
Yeah. They
You,
they run a 3-4. So their starters are Christian Barmore, who's a good D tackle, DN, Milton Williams, who's good as well. I don't know who Kyrus Tonga is their nose
Mhm.
tackle, and then you got Milton Williams. I mean Harold Landry and Caleb Von Chason.
who's been a big disappointment since he came to the league.
Yeah, but he's a little resurgent. He's a little
Hmm.
resurgent.
Okay,
With the Patriots, so you got to give him his credit where it's due.
I'm not
Um, I am, man. He's had a decent season, a good season. So again, they're not to me. They're not dangerous. They're not dangerous enough to make me concerned or offensively or make me feel like we can't do certain things.
correct.
And again, like you said, they run a 3-4. They run a true 3-4, and they're very they have a good run defense supposedly. Um, but I feel like
Elite.
we're going to be able to handle that.
I mean, you pretty much said it. I mean, you're going to isolate, like you said, rush defense. Okay. I'm really focused on the pass rush, right? That tells me a whole lot. They're one of the worst pass rush units in all of football. And this is, again, against the weakest strength of schedule in football, right?
3.17
That's what
for
I'm
the
saying.
percentage.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like with you being one of the worst pass rush units and your schedule is weak, that tells me CJ Stroud can sit back there and feast maybe. And every time we've seen CJ Stroud be able to stand back there, have comfortable time, and just pat the ball, San Francisco happened, Baltimore happened. Like he just been able to just deal, 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 deal.
Mhm.
And that's what I kind of see. Unless the Patriots send extra help, I'm not saying that, they'll never get through, right, and win a one-on-one. But again, if everything bears out like the stats kind of say, or as everything's kind of lining up to, CJ could be in line to have a
I'm,
pretty nice day.
so Larry Payton is in the comments as well. He said, well, I'll start. Brandon Hollum said, we played a 3-4 in the cold last week. I agree. Then Larry Payton said the Patriots running 34, but played majority of 4-2-5 last week. He said New England brings a lot of 6-man pressure. Edges are just Jags. Defense is good in short yardage. Lots of zones, so middle of the field is open. And
And
for
who and CJ loved the middle field.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing he loved the middle field. And then without jumbo package, your six versus our six, there's people gonna be open. So
So you
once
got to
again,
I
I think this.
lift my
That's
head
why I said I
and
think this
close
team,
the
this
eyes.
offense has the advantage over their defense, and
Blake
it's
Fisher
not
need to
me.
be in the mirror right now,
Yeah,
just practicing this.
Mm-hmm.
and not me being just a Texan fan, but being a stud of the game. I think this offense is built to beat that kind of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that goes back to why Nico being out is not the disaster that people try to make it seem like, is because this offense is built to just churn. And
Hmm.
almost it's really when you don't have a guy to force it to, AD, you said it. You see the beauty of the offense in that that's what it's designed to do. It
Mm-hmm.
just feature the wide open guy. Like that's what it's supposed to do. Now, if you have a Gronkowski, sure, great. But ideally, like no, that's how you get Schultz having a career year. That's how you get Christian Kirk having this career postseason game. That's how you get Xavier Hutchinson, who's been here for 4 or 5 years, who finally has a breakout year in
Mm-hmm.
this offense, right? Barrios being successful. Jalen All got some touches. Higgins, like in a game like this, I'm excited because it's really going to force CJ and that offense to do exactly that. Utilize every single weapon at your disposal
Yeah,
to beat them, and I think that's when they're at their best.
yeah, absolutely. So again, I think this offense can put up some points. We don't need them to go and be 40 points or whatever. It's not
Nope,
going to
nope,
be a
25.
shootout game.
25.
I don't even think we need 25, brother. I just think we need 20, and we got it in the bag. I will go. Speaking of that, we can go right into the score prediction. So
Let's do
Clayton,
it.
go ahead and give me yours, and
You go.
then we'll go around the league. Yeah, you always first, man.
All right, I got Texans winning, man. Give me Texans 24, Patriots 16.
Mm-hmm.
I'll rock out that way.
Jules.
I got 24-6.
Mm,
So I think 24 is the magic number because I got them winning 24-9.
mm.
Again, a dominant performance.
Right.
Big DQ, he got 27-14.
10,
Yvonne, she got
1,
21-13.
13.
And speaking of that, we got three more games that's happening this weekend. Larry Payton said Texans make history.
19, 10.
Nineteen
I
to
like that
ten.
one. I like that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, hey, y'all don't remember what was that score in that
Cowboys,
first game?
Billy,
Yeah.
You
tight
know,
end, Billy Miller.
and then you got Frank Z said 24 to 10
Over
as
10.
well. That telling you that 24 is the magic number.
Because
But,
it gives you a couple touchdowns and
mhm,
field goals.
Field
That's
goals.
what this
yeah.
team is supposed to base.
Yeah.
Maybe a defensive score, maybe an offensive score by CJ or a running game. Then you have the field goals by. And that's what's going to be a good thing to see how he handles the cold air 2 weeks in a row. But
Hmm.
as long I think anything under 40. we should be good with the weather
Now
involved.
we gotta chill on that because y'all do realize this man played at Ohio State.
Who?
CJ Stroud.
Talking about the kicker.
Oh, you talking about Kaimi?
I'm talking about Camry.
Oh man, I ain't worried about Kaimi. One said 35-7.
Oh my gosh.
I can see it.
I mean, hell, we just beat the Steelers 30-6, and it should have been 40.
Listen, I put it to you like this: if y'all smoke the Patriots 35-7, that changes everything about what we're about to say next. That is
So I'm gonna say this because we can talk about the two NFC divisional games. Who do y'all predict, and then we'll go in who do we think the Texans are going to play in the AFC Championship game. You got San Francisco and Seattle on Saturday. Who do y'all have winning that game?
I got Seattle, man.
I mean, I without the tight end for Kettle and their defense still running real skeleton crew. I got to go with
Fred
Seattle.
Warner's back. You hear?
I said Kettle.
No,
tight
you
end for the
said,
49ers.
you said the linebackers, skeleton crew.
But Fred Warren's still out.
No, Fred Warner's back.
I thought they caught him out.
I don't know. I thought I saw him come back, but
Yeah. I'll fact check.
Yeah. Well, I still pick Seattle.
I got San Francisco for the upset.
Of course you would.
I got San Francisco for the upset, man.
Yeah, Warner's confirmed he's out.
No, say Warner's active, huh?
He's out.
Multiple reports. The 49ers directly said he's out.
Okay. He'll play in the NFC Championship game.
I think that's where he's lined up in either conference championship or Super Bowl.
So who you got out of the Rams and the Bears? The Bears. No, I got the Rams on that game.
Okay, Pat McAfee. Yeah, I got the Rams. There's no coming back against the Rams like you did. You fall down 21-3 to them, it's over.
Well, that was my take too, and I'll lean towards the Bears, but I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I think the Rams are more solid, and they got scared for their life. I think they're gonna get their act together and take care of the Bears in Chicago.
Yeah.
Again, Ben Johnson, go ahead and go for it. Ben Johnson calls for 4 downs and misses 3 times this time. It's about to be ugly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bad. Then it's the game of who will the Texans play in the AFC Championship game. You got Buffalo Bills going to Denver to play the Denver Broncos.
I happily have the Buffalo Bills knocking off the Denver Broncos. Happily.
So, Jules, who do you have?
As a Texas fan, I want to go for Buffalo Bills.
Why?
Because I want to have an AFC Championship game in Houston.
I just want an AFC Championship game. I don't care where it is. I just want it. That's first and foremost. Let us not forget the goal is to get there, no matter if it's at home or not.
So that's the fan in me. The football guy in me still picks Buffalo Bills. I just think that they're gonna have to outscore them. I think Josh Allen still is the best quarterback and the best player in the league, and he's gonna will a team to win. And I think James Cook is gonna show why he's the leading rusher. I think they're gonna show a different side. The defense is gonna be exposed to Knicks to a bit, but I think that it's gonna be Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
So here we go on. Me and you, we here. Yeah, I need the Broncos, man. Give me that. I need my league back. I need the Broncos in Denver so that I can go ahead and go to the Super Bowl. Knock out the number 1, number 2, and number 4 seed in the AFC. We've been there and done that, man, with Josh Allen. Give me Bo. Because Bo gonna know.
I knew it. I knew it.
And I've been waiting for an AFC Championship game since the Oilers. Look, and I don't care who we play, where we play, but I want my league back. I need that.
If I can't trust May, I sure can't trust Knicks in the playoff game.
Exactly. What would you rather play?
It's not about rather play. It's just I don't trust the quarterback. I don't trust May in the playoffs, I'm not gonna trust Bo Nix either. So I go with the veteran quarterback.
Do you trust Josh Allen to turn the ball over?
Yes. once or twice again. He gonna give you one of them. He
And
gonna
and
give you
This
at
and,
least
is
one or
my
two.
thing.
and,
This is my
and
thing.
just how I say, he gonna get his lick back, and he gonna score enough to get to make those turnovers non and void.
Look, at the end of the day, when the Rockets came as a sixth seed in the NBA in the NBA Western Conference playoffs, and they went and on their run and they won the championship, they got their ring. And you know what? People always say, well, you didn't beat Jordan, you didn't play Jordan in the finals and all that stuff, those 2 years. And you know what? I don't care.
Don't care.
I don't care.
So
The
you go to
Rockets got
Denver.
their rings. I don't care if we didn't have to play Josh Allen. I don't care if we didn't have to play Lamar Jackson. I don't care if we didn't have to play Patrick Mahomes. I don't care if we didn't have to play Joe Burrow.
Mm-mm.
I
But
don't.
why? But why are you picking Denver against Buffalo?
Well, I'm picking Denver because I think the Denver defense is going to. I think Josh Allen is going to have trouble and he's going to turn the ball over. Not only they also have injuries at the receiver position. They lost, I think, two players to ACL injuries. Um, so they're down. I think
Mhm.
Shavers. I think what's didn't they say Shakir got hurt too?
Did he?
Um,
I thought he came back.
but I know Shavers, who's been a consistent for them, he's out for the season. He's out for the season with an ACL injury, and I think somebody on defense got an ACL injury as well. Denver, like one said, Denver is the more physical team, and they're playing at home. So I mean, home is you got home cooking with them. And I think Denver, Bo Nix, Sean Payton will make a way to hide Bo Nix deficiencies.
Oh, absolutely.
They're
I
going
think
to
I saw
run.
a stat. I think I saw a stat, something to the effect that Bo Nix leaves the league or something like that in either
Oh, Gabe Davis. That's who's out. Gabe Davis.
yeah, Shavers too.
Mm.
But yeah, Bo Nix, yeah, sneakily he checked down Charlie.
Hmm.
He throws it deep at times, but he's Mr. Check down Charlie. Everything's a screen left, screen right.
I
Like,
mean, you're talking about Josh Allen. They're the same. They're the same player. One is just younger. Josh just have a stronger arm, but they're the same player. They're gonna run the hell. They're gonna run Bo like crazy. Bo is gonna check it down like Josh does. He's gonna put it in the hands of the speedy receivers just like Josh does, and it's gonna be a battle of who gonna score out of those players behind the line of scrimmage. So
I think Kincaid is gonna have a good day against the Broncos.
who?
Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid. I think I'll go
You
for
forgetting
100.
they got Hufunga over there, right?
Okay,
Okay.
He said, okay.
They got Greenlaw over there, right?
and
Okay.
Man, old man Mariota almost dropped 30 on him. Man, no.
yeah, you can keep dropping names how you want to. I don't have no faith in
Okay.
them, the
All right.
Broncos.
I'm sorry. That's
Hey,
my
we not
thing.
we not gonna be here long because we not this ain't no Denver Broncos and Buffalo Bills podcast. So
You're right.
again, the Houston Texans will be winning this game on Sunday, and thankfully for us, we're gonna have a whole day to know where we gonna either be at home or on the road. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I know this. I'm gonna say this. And I don't want the pressure to be on the Texans. And that's another reason why I want Denver to win is because you won't have the pressure. You already have the pressure of making history being in the AFC Championship game. You don't want the added pressure of letting a fan base down who is salivating to play at home for an AFC Championship game.
I
That's
ain't worried
what
about none of that.
I
I ain't worried
you
about
you
none of
ain't
that.
gotta be. I said me.
I ain't worried about none of that.
I say me. Me.
I got you. I got you.
Um. But yeah, I that's just my thinking or whatever. But again, man, we all got to swarm Sunday at 2 o'clock. Everybody, I need y'all to be glued to y'all televisions, glued in the stadium. Um, you know, let us party at home. Hey, look, at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care. I just want to get there. I don't care. I just want to get there. And again, if I gotta be on the road like the Rockets did when they were the number 6 seed in every series, they were the road team and they made it to the NBA finals and won a championship, and we just go on the road and win the championship, Do y'all really care if we had a home playoff game?
Not at all.
Either
Do
way,
y'all care?
either way,
Either way,
we win and win.
I
I
need y'all
care.
to be in front of somebody television or be at NRG on Sunday at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Some of y'all gonna be there at 10 o'clock, drinking and partying before we even get in the stadium. But I need y'all to be there. And again, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Send those DMs to me and Clayton, and we're gonna make sure that y'all got 2 tickets to that good old watch party at NRG and have a ball and have a time. Compliments of the H-Town Rundown.
I'll
So
be there.
Yes, sir.
Jules will be there. Clayton will be there. My black behind will be at home. And I'm not about to switch up and lose any good luck. So I need Clayton and Jules. I need y'all to be in y'all same seats that y'all was in. And I need just DQ shout out. Oh, Discord. Let me get the Discord link. And put that in there because they going live right now. Make sure that y'all good old y'all got that good old Discord link and y'all go check out Pastor and the Rockets right now.
Are down 22-13.
Oh, I mean, okay. So I'm about to put the link here in the chat. So y'all go ahead and make sure y'all go ahead and sign up for Discord. And there we go. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and click that link that's in the chat. And y'all go ahead and sign up for Discord and follow the Rockets, Pastor and the Rockets as they streaming the game live. So again, y'all make sure it's in the comments of this video. Y'all make sure y'all get it. Y'all see it here.
I just want to say Jabari Smith is 0 for 4 from
Of
field
course.
goal and 0 for 1.
Jules, what did I just what are we talking about? We're not doing that rocket poison. We're not doing that rocket poison. We're not. That's rocket poison. We're not doing it. So again, shout out to the Houston Texans and the AFC Championship game that we're about to bask in and enjoy. And we will be back on a Victory Monday. Because see, when we win, we just can't wait. We ain't gonna wait till Tuesday. We're gonna come back on Monday on Martin Luther the King Day. We're gonna come back with another fresh episode as we celebrate history and the Houston Texans making it to the AFC Championship game. So again, like, share, and subscribe. Get your 2 free tickets to the watch party, and y'all follow us on all the socials. Shout out to my co-host Clayton. Shout out to Jules. This is your boy AD, and we signing off, and we will see y'all on a Victory Monday. Peace.